I was accepted to my first opportunity, I was failing so many times, and to be honest, you just have to have this spirit inside, like I mean, in your soul, that you want to do something. So, right now, I just wanted to share with you that my first experience was not that huge. It was just Erasmus Plus Youth Exchange in Georgia, and it was topic not related exactly to the energy sector. It was more just to sustainability, to eco living. But that moment when you just got accepted, when you understand that, okay, like someone chose me and right now I can show my potential, it's like a very great moment. And it was like a moment when I realized that, okay, if here I uh, did something good, then I can do even more. So yeah, and here like on the slide I put that there was a moment when I realized that I didn't want to be just a student, like just in the university and just to learn. I also want to become a voice for energy transformation. I want to be a voice for resilience and of course for the youth of Ukraine, because not everyone has this courage to speak, to act, and to lead as well. So uh, now, first, when you start, you have to understand what issue in your community do you care about most, and it's very important to know what you care about. Because if you don't care, you just like, okay, I just want to have a career here. Okay, it works for career, but not for your leadership. Because when you are a leader, you have to understand that not all the time is something will work. Not all the time you will failures, not all the time people will support you. So that's why it's very important to care about the problem, to be ready to spend more hours by preparing, by thinking, by communicating, negotiating, and all those things. And that's why you have to answer questions. Okay, what issue I care about and why I care about this. So once you know this answer, magic will begin. You will know, you'll have something inside you that will help you to move. So if we talk about green tech, advocacy, policy, sustainability, climate change, here I wanted to talk a bit about some skills, some areas where you can probably develop your skills and just build your career and make some changes. So the first thing that you have to remember, you need to understand the landscape. First, analyze like what is more interesting for you. Is it technology? Is it advocacy, policy? What is interesting for you? So you have to start by exploring real job titles, for example, on LinkedIn, and understand, okay, what duties they have? Do you like the impact they have? Do you want to be a part of this? Because first you have to be a part of something and then you can lead something. So this just will give you some clarity and direction of what you will do actually. Also, you can find some connections and people who in the future can support you, help you, and be even in your team. So just a few words about each of the points. So like if it's advocacy, you can working with NGOs, campaigns, or youth networks to promote climate education, justice, and policy reforms. The small secret that you can actually combine several of the areas, as for example, I'm doing. The next one, it can be policy. So you can be a researcher, you can analyze different statistics and information, you can advise on climate legislation, energy reforms, and national strategies. So it's also very interesting way. And nowadays, not right now, but nowadays, youth are allowed to participate in different discussions. They are allowed to bring their voice to the table. That's why right now it's a good time to start there. So think about this as well. And green tech. So here it's about engineering, data science, AI, entrepreneurships, and renewables, carbon capture, smart grid, circular economy, something we have talked about recently. A lot of areas. So first you have to understand what exactly do you want to do, how you want to combine this. As I said before, it's possible even to combine several of the areas like policy and green tech, for example, or youth work and engineering, and it even will be better for you because you will be just more valuable in the society. You can do more, even you can find more people, and you will just have more skills, and it makes you a good leader when you have many skills, when you can teach others and help them, support them. So you have to be ready for this because you could not do everything, but you can know a lot and encourage other people to be in your team and then help them, teach them, and then it will be a good team. So you have to remember that once you are in a good way, you have to start to encourage other people to join you, because without um, like, to be alone is good at the beginning, but later you still need a team, you still need support, you need resources. So that's why better to like create this environment for yourself. So then the second point that I wanted to emphasize, you need to build future-proof skills. So of course, I understand at the beginning it could be very difficult. For me, it was very difficult because I wanted to move first in tech. And when you don't have any internships, any practice experience, only in university, it's very difficult, understanding you. But nowadays we have the internet, so it's easier. We have many programs. We have so many opportunities as this one, for example, and you can start to develop skills that employers need, that companies require, that position that you want to take first require. So my advice is, even if you're not from a technical background, or if you don't want even to be there, you can still learn climate policy, funding mechanism, or energy justice frameworks, because those skills are in demand. But also you can organize something, or even if you are like not very confident or you don't have any resources, you can be a part of some initiative first to learn, to understand how it works, and then organize it by yourself. Is it like, actually it was for me like this. First I joined some initiative, and then like I started to get the network, I started to be more confident in myself, I started to know my idea, my motivation, and I started to organize something by myself, and like take just a part in bigger projects and take bigger roles. So here again, like the main skills that like I think nowadays in this like sector, sustainability, climate change, energy, is digital and tech skills still like very important, even if you don't have any technical background, but if you know the basics. So here you see some of the opportunities, and also AI. Like I understand that maybe not everyone likes it, but we are like right now in a new part of the century where AI like is being used by almost everyone, and in companies, organizations as well. That's why if you can learn, if you can think how it's going to be useful in a good way in the initiative or organizations or in the companies, it will be only plus for you. Then communication and leadership. To be honest, even if you're a good engineer, or if you're a good, I don't know, like a worker, you have to know how to communicate. You have to take like at least sometimes a leadership to lead the project if you really want to make changes. Because to be honest, I thought before that, okay, so many leaders around, how should I outsend, or like what should I do? But to be honest, even being among the best, you still see how people hesitate. I still see how people want to take this risk. They start to think, who can do this? So do not be afraid. Like you can outstand if you want, and those skills like communication and leadership will help you. So be persistent, be direct, and have courage to act first, and then people will follow you. So yeah, for example, like here, what you can improve: public speaking, writing policy briefs, storytelling, even project management, pitching, teamwork, and international groups. Like nowadays, it's quite important. You can learn it just from the internet. There are so many free courses, so you can choose whichever you want, and how many you want. Actually, there is no limitation, so also try one. And research. So here it can be climate finance, energy policy, life cycle analysis. It's more technical, of course, but again, if you have those skills, if you have an interest, and to be honest, I thought that again when I started, like we are so advanced nowadays, so what we need to research for. But then I started to make some research, I started to learn, and I was like, oh my God, we still have so many areas that we like do not have enough information on. There are still so many problems. So we have enough for everyone. So try, if you have the internet, if you have this ability to see it and analyze many materials and information to bring your solutions, try. Really, like it's great to be a nowadays researcher, especially in a good company, because it's very, how to say, interesting. Because technology nowadays, they're growing fast, and many new technologies are implemented. It was not like this before. So also take this chance and use it. So right now we just moved to the point that I wanted to emphasize on. Start small. So do not be afraid to start small, act local, but think global. Of course, some young people, when they like, talk with me, they're like, oh my God, I want to participate in the best forums in the world. I want to join the leading companies. Yeah, that's great. But first, to get there, you still need to get some skills. You still need to get the experience, and to act small, act by yourself. It just shows that you are motivated, that you are smart enough, that you are disciplined enough, that you can also like learn a lot by yourself. You can do a lot by yourself, and then you can bring something to companies, to the world as well. So it was actually my mistake as well. When I started, I was like, okay, I also want to participate everywhere, but not like, in my city or in my town or even in my country. I thought like, okay, abroad, that will be better. But to be honest, the best feeling you can get when you act locally, when you see results, when you see people, when you see those positive results or changes that actually you brought to your community. And then it's more valuable for global world as well. And you can also use those in your resume, in your CVs. It also improves a lot of your skills, and it's really, really priceless even for you, because like those small changes, they are like making us to be leaders. So just my advice is how I started as well this. So join community cleanups if it's about climate change. Join community workshops, local councils or youth climate hubs, just to learn how it works. Then you can apply to global programs or to local or regional ones in your country. And of course, after that, you can, or before actually applying for a global program, you can lead also a campaign at school, at the university, even at your community, online, offline, as you want. And then it just will show you your skills, again, your potential as well. It can be something small, but it will be fully yours. It will be fully yours, and that's why it's priceless. Yeah, and right now I want to start to talk about real opportunities for youth in climate and sustainability. First, to those where I have participated, and I can tell you about my experience. And also several of them I just found on the internet, and some of them I want to apply for, but still have not. So we'll talk about later. But first one is that I want to discuss is IRENA Youth Forum. Perhaps if there are some people from energy sector or just for climate change policy, you know about this organization. They're quite powerful, and just to be accepted for their events, like again, it's just priceless opportunity. At least it was like this for me. I have to say that the process of acceptance is quite competitive. So like, for example, my year, like this year, I was accepted and it was like out of 57,000 people, only 35 participants. But again, it's possible. So I was there, it's possible. I just wanted to emphasize, if you want to discuss your like some ideas, or you want to pitch your startup or something, like your idea even, it's a good opportunity for you, because you can find their like investors, you can find their network opportunities, and they support you. So they do not forget about you. They will send to you new opportunities. They also can, if you show that you are serious, they can help you to find I don't know, like people who can actually support you. So connections, right? The best thing for your startup, for example. So basically, what this Arena Youth Forum, just it's opportunity when you can raise some problems, you can discuss, you can learn, you can connect with people from all around the globe. So you have usually youth-led policy dialogue, when young people directly engage with ministers, diplomats, and industry leaders. Then also you have workshops in capacity building. So you have some training on renewable energy solutions, climate diplomacy, and advocacy. Of course, network, and also showcasing youth actions. So you have space, as I said before, for youth to present their initiatives in sustainability and clean energy. You can get the feedback. So a lot of things where you can actually show up and again, just show your potential and yeah, and just show like what you want and get help. And here you can see there's just some pictures of that it was actually real. And also here I put it, I Act Peer Educator Program. I will talk about this in the next slide. because it's also from Arena organization. I just put it this on one side, but like it's two different programs and you have to apply for those separately. So if we talk about IAC's Peer Educator program, it's something that I undergo right now. So I just finished my last session. This program is about giving your skills, materials, and knowledge to educate other people, other young people, about climate change, sustainability again, and energy sector more, because it's like International Renewable Energy Agency. So quite interesting because again, you're getting all materials, you're getting support network, you have like real training, so you have to present your presentations, you have to present how you would like organize our activities, like it's quite interesting. And after, you have to conduct local workshops in their, or like in your own community. So it's like you get certificate that you are like a trainer, like a peer educator, and then you have to organize something. It's also it's also organized with some embassies, like Italian embassies, but here I'm not sure right now just to say the names of those facilities. But like it's quite well described in the program. So the aim is raise awareness on renewable energy, just transitions, and climate solutions. Also mobilize peers to take climate positive actions and build leadership skills, because you have to organize it by yourself. You can organize it in a group of people from your country. You get support, you get help. Again, it's a good start if you have not done this before, or if you did this, like in a smaller level, and right now you want something more powerful, more ambitious. If you want to get those skills, I really advise you to take a part once. I'm not sure right now, like it's finishing, so I think that the next probably will be next year, but again, I'm not sure when, so I will just put the link to the presentation and send to the organizers along with the previous presentation, and you can just stay tuned to the presentation and find when like applications are open. So yeah, here again, very practical, very informative, and just the best opportunity even to start if you still have not. And one more program that I wanted to talk about. Also, I have participated in this one. So it's called FixB Climate Advocates Program. To be honest, last time when I participated, I was the only one Ukrainian, but actually from Pakistan, I think that there were many people, not many, but more than one than me. So this is again program that educates you first. So they provide you with sessions, with opportunities to raise some problems, with opportunities to speak with and ask questions of really high level speakers. So from UN, from different like top level universities, from even some companies. So also great thing to learn. But here it's mandatory to conduct some initiatives. So it can be not only workshops or trainings, it can be also like creating a video or creating a research, not conducting research. So whatever you want, but it should be interesting for you, and of course related to climate problems, to sustainability. Here is not only it shouldn't be related to energy sector. It's wider program. So I just wanted also to highly advise to take a part here, because again, very interesting sessions. Again, network. For example, I decided not to do this initiative by myself only. I decided to collaborate with people from Africa, which was like quite new for me. I have not had before this experience. So as you can see here, I led a 10-member team of young climate advocates from Nigeria, Ghana, Zambia, and Cameroon. And it was really interesting for me because to be honest, it's difficult because like I led this online and you need to connect, you need to explain everything, you need to be a team. But skills that I've got quite useful. So also try, if you want to take a part, try to collaborate with other countries or or even within your country as well. Yeah. Also, I want to say that after at the end you have like a kind of FXB Climate Advocate Symposium where you have to present your outcomes. If you don't have access to the internet, so you just can record the video and then upload it. So it's possible and very quite flexible for everyone. And just about my initiative, you can see that we developed a climate education project. I led some workshops in Ukraine. My team members led some workshops in their communities, and together we reached 500 plus young people online and offline through this campaign. And like I just can say that it's quite much. And you just see that we were even like, for example, I was online, I conducted this online because of the war in Ukraine, but my colleagues, they conducted this offline in their communities. But again, 500 people, only by us 10-member team who just decided to participate in this program. So also try, and you can see the impact. So moreover, what I wanted to emphasize again as the previous program, they do not just leave you without anything, like you just, okay, you got the program, you got the materials right now, we'll move on to the next cohort. No, they try to support people as well, to support your initiatives. If you need some help, if you need some support, if you need to find some speakers, you can all the time go to them and ask. For example, after the program, decided to organize one more initiative. So we created Climate Change Bootcamp in Ukraine. So it was specifically for Ukraine because, as I was saying, I just was alone. Only one person from Ukraine participated in this. So we decided to adopt this program for Ukrainians and organize it with the collaboration with the organization where I am from, actually, from the Women Energy Club of Ukraine. So yeah, you see, and I got support. We like had very great time. It was like 2 months program, and it was like everything was in parallel. Still, it's possible to do when you have a vision, when you have motivation and desire to do something. So yeah, quite useful as well. And here's some, like I decided to put also eligibility criteria. I didn't put it for Arena Youth Forum, but again, I will include the link and you'll find all the information about this. For FixB, there is like some limitations for age. Then, yeah, and others limitation under C, you just have to be interested in climate change and be able to carry out community action project. Other things is just internet, of course, because it's online, so you have to have it and be able to spend at least 3 hours per week for the program, for the sessions mainly. And some opportunities for youth from Pakistan. I tried to find something. To be honest, I think that there are like even more, but I just wasn't sure about whether like it's still open or it's still closed. So like, because I wasn't sure, I didn't include here, but I have the list. So again, I can share with you. So here, like I
Um,
said, the
I
first, yeah.
I'm sorry, Albertina. I might have to interrupt you after a few minutes because we have some announcements from Prime Minister Youth Program as well, and one of our keynote speaker. She's the focal person of Prime Minister of Pakistan. So, but it would be like after a few minutes. I just wanted to give you some heads up.
Okay, sure. So like you'll tell me, right? And I'll stop. No problem. Okay, cool. So yeah, I just wanted to say that like those three initiatives on the left, sorry, they're like more for you from people from Pakistan, and this one like One Young Forum is for everyone, for all countries. And to be honest, this One Young Forum, this is the opportunity that I want to apply for as well. I got rejected once already, but I'm not the person who will give up. And I also advise you because it's a great opportunity to, again, network, collaborate. It's not only about climate change, but there is all the time a section about this, about climate change, sustainability, circular economy, so something that relates to climate change. So again, stay tuned. I'm not sure again about this year because it will be already in November. And I just saw that only applications for being a speaker are still open, so just didn't have enough time to apply for. But in the future, try, because I know some people who were there and they like were quite impressed. It's a great chance to not to start, but yeah, but continue your intentions in this field. And those three, again, like those link are here. I think that most of those initiatives you are aware of. Again, I'm not sure whether but their applications are not open right now, but still you can, what I actually did, sometimes when applications are closed, you can still like, for example, send a message or send an email that you're interested in it. How can you participate, except for, you know, like participation in some forums or something. You can still apply for some roles and have this volunteering work, at least for first. But then you can, of course, improve and go further. So just also, if you have the opportunity to just like go through my slides, that here you have some links and you can search for those opportunities to learn about that, because I'm not sure who is interested in what here. So I think that different people, different interests and desires for the future. So just yeah, try to analyze it, and volunteering forum, highly recommend. Think that it also can be a great experience for you. Yeah. So, and I just wanted to a bit encourage you that start now. Do not think that you're not ready. You're ready 100%, at least for a local initiative. Stay consistent and never stop learning. So it's highly recommended by me, because nowadays in the world where we live, it's impossible just to learn in the university and then stop. You have to continue to learn all the time. More you know, more you stay attuned to new trends, more valuable you will be in the society, and just more changes you can bring to positive changes you can bring to your society. So yeah, and actually this is the end of my presentation. So maybe after the speakers we can continue with the Q&A sessions, right? So just question to the organizers. Yes.
Yeah, if you have something to share, you can. I mean, share afterwards. We just meant to like, include her keynote.
Okay, so like still I have like right now, for example, we can start with Q&A, because like this is the end. So yeah, we can start right now, then you can interrupt me and we can go to the keynote of speakers. Will it work like this, or how it's better to
You're
work?
asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, whenever she would join, I'll let you know.
Okay. So then, yeah, then let's start with the Q&A right now, if we're still like available. Yeah. So can I ask participants to raise their hand and speak, or I have to say that to ask them to text something in the messages? How it will be better?
Whatever you find appropriate.
Okay. So then for participants, whenever you want, however you want. So you can just text and I can find something in the chat, or you just can raise your hand and I'll ask you if you have any questions. So yeah, I'll just open the chat. Stop sharing because it doesn't work. Yeah. So yeah, I see the question, like all the opportunities I mentioned are virtual. So if we talk about VXB, yes, it's virtual, but again, your initiative can be offline. And if we talk about Arena Youth Forum, no, it's in-person event. So you're accepted as a participant, and then you're going to the place where it's conducted. Last time it was in Abu Dhabi. So it's it's an in-person event. You staying there like for a week or something. It's Arena Youth Forum and then assembly. And for Arena IACT program, this one is also virtual, but again, you can conduct your workshops. Not can, like I think that you even should conduct your workshops in person, just because it will be better. But again, it depends on the situation in the community. Okay. How to become a member of Arena. So to be honest, I'm not sure about membership because like it's a quite big organization, but you can join in many things. For example, you can become IACT peer educator first, then you can get access to the forum if you're accepted like in their applications. Also, they offer many different internships, fellowships, and generally different roles that you can get. So yeah, you just need to visit their page and find some information of your interests. So, but about membership, I'm not sure whether like how to become, because like it's quite huge. The next one, I see what are the biggest research gaps in climate change in academia. So I can say that like there are quite a lot, and it depends just on the sector, because like when we talk about climate change, we have to consider all different causes and like what actually caused climate change, right? So that there are quite much, and also like the lack of data of developing countries, for example. I know that, for example, if we talk about Ukraine, I can tell you that still we don't have this transparency in the data of all, let's say, facilities, and that's why we don't have like like a clear understanding of what actually we need to change or something. And like it relates not only to my country but to many developing countries. That's why like you can start even locally from your like, okay, what I know about my region, about climate change, what I lack, and then you go to the answer of this question. Okay, so again, like how to be a part of Arena, as I said, again, I just will send to you the link. Again, you can just join by applying for different positions or different events that they organize, but I'm not sure if you can be a member. Then a question, what are some successful case studies of youth-led climate initiatives that have brought real change? And what strategies can youth use to influence climate policy at the local or national level? So, great questions. There are like, if again, I just talking from my experience, I know some youth-led initiatives that were sponsored by were sponsored. I'm not sure by who because like I had no investors. So like basically a person comes to the forum. I think that it was like Arena Forum, and he presented his startup, like how he wanted to help his community. It was something related to installment of solar panels. And then because his idea was quite efficient, it was economically feasible, he was supported. And he, like in his initiative, there were some investments. So right now, I know that he is leading his startup, but still like it's still a startup as I remember, but he already provides like a lot of help to his community. So like he basically started to install those solar panels in his village and provide electricity to the places, like to the remote places. And in this case, it was a real change because now people can use their electricity instead of just I don't know biomass to even power their power to heat their houses or to use I don't know like gasoline or something for to provide some light at night. So people can study there at night as well, which is great. And about strategies, so basically just have to start with understanding like what you want to change. Of course, analyze all those policy regulations in the area that you want to change, and of course to discuss it with people. Like I mean, to find this group, as this is it was what I did. Discuss it with group to think about the best decision, and only when you are sure you can like suggest your ideas to the some levels, even to local levels, because again, this is a huge responsibility. So better to get some advice to work with the older generation, if I can say this, more experienced one. And then I think that your voice can be brought to the table as well. Next question was that I will provide the links in the presentation, so like you can find them. I will send to the organizers, and you can find the links to those organizations. So the next question, why there are the age limit in the multiple forums, and can you please, what is the age limit? We should not judge the participant on the basis of their age. Okay, so there are some age limitations only because different programs aim different audience. So for example, just for you, maybe even if you don't like for FXP climate advocates, maybe it will be not interesting if you are older than 25 because you have another priority. If we talk about forums you have the age difference only because they are interested in youth. So, for example, like as I don't remember like actually the gaps because I'm something somewhere in the middle. So like I write for now I don't really pay attention to it, but it's only because they want to include only youth, and for some programs it's only because they want a specific people, not they want to judge you or something, but only just that the materials are adapted for a specific age group, the only thing. What's the eligibility criteria for arena? So they're like not a huge criteria. You just have to be patient in what you're doing. There should be some not experience, but at least consequences and results that you can show that, okay, for example, I conducted this project, this is an output. So you have to show this. Also, you have to have clear motivation. So all the time it's very important to not just use ChatGPT or something, or just to stall someone's motivation. Just you have to show your motivation. If you're really clear in what you want to do, they will accept you. So just be yourself, and yeah, this is the eligibility criteria. Of course, the age again, because they want to reach only young people, like I mean young group as they consider this. The next question, can you tell about internships that gives us financial opportunity? Here, like you mean just those internships that are paid, I think, right? Or it's like just can finance your
Um, I'm
initiative.
sorry, I think I would have to interrupt you.
Yeah, sure,
Um,
sure.
because yeah, just give me a second because I have to share the video.
Okay, so now we will share what Prime Minister Youth Program and what initiatives Prime Minister Youth Program has taken to empower youth. And so now I will call Ms. Khatija, founder of Fikr Bible Pakistan, for a welcoming nod to our chief guest.
Assalamu alaikum and very warm welcome to everyone from my side. It's an honor to welcome an inspiring personality, Miss Amna Butul, whose dedication to education and youth empowerment has left a profound and an impact on us and on youth and in Pakistan. Miss Amna Butul is not just a member of the National Assembly on reserved seat for women, but also the dynamic focal person of Pakistan's prestigious Prime Minister Youth Program. And she is a visionary educationist, a dedicated social worker, and a brilliant policy expert. She is currently researching on the working and intersection of gender mainstreaming in climate change policy and on street children education, which is, I guess, a theme which is deeply close to the cause which we are facing today. So, on behalf of everyone here, and as a founder of this initiative, I'm truly honored to welcome you, Ms. Amna, and I request you to join us with your keynote address. And we are very eager to learn from your insights and your journey. Over to you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm really sorry. I had to be in another meeting and I am here in the joining room and I hope I'm audible to all.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay.
Thank you.
So first of all, again, it's a pleasure to join this very important webinar as as a speaker. I would say I won't mention myself as a chief guest because I have always felt that the participant who give their time towards this pertinent webinars are the chief guests because their time and their dedication towards this climate change, for instance, if we are talking about climate change, for instance, if we're talking about street education. So I think this is their time, which they are, delving into the revival of Pakistan for the betterment of Pakistan. And for this, I also want to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the Eco Revival Pakistan. I have seen their work. I have virtually met their founders and their team, and I am really happy, and I feel really proud when I see the youth of Pakistan who is going there for organizing such dialogues on youth action against climate action, or if we talk about the green Pakistan. And there are a lot of challenges, and I see and I feel that a lot of youth of Pakistan are now really working towards the climate change. So this is a subject that lies at the heart of both of our national priorities, and also again our global commitments. So what makes this eco revival stand out is their comprehensive approach towards water and sanitation, biodiversity conservation, environmental education, and advocacy, and most importantly advocacy, because I feel that organizations like Eco Revival are the ones who are actually making a difference when we talk about climate change, when we talk about the strides that Pakistan have made towards being a better country, being recognized globally when we talk about climate. So they have also successfully, made the environment everyone's concern, and the youth for this, important solution bearers. Because the moment I started my conversation, I made it very sure that the people who are right now present are more important than me, are more important than everybody, who is even in the government, who are on the bigger seats, who are, running the ministries, because you are the people who are going to actually bring the change. So, and also, I would, again, pertaining to this very important conversation, a special mention must be made of the flagship initiative, the Eco Advocate Fellowship program. Through this, they are training and building the capacity of over 100 passionate young individuals across Pakistan, which again is a very important when we talk about the empowerment, when we talk about the knowledge, and when we talk about the practical skills that, and exactly integrating the leadership skills to to lead and implement these solutions. And lastly, I would like to say that this is an excellent model for action for a climate empowerment that, Khatija and Musa had been briefing me about, which is, ensuring that young people are not just aware, but also equipped to lead also. Because if we are making them empowered, if we are, capacity building them, so doing their capacity building to train for the cause, I think this is the main thing that we can help towards leading this initiative. And lastly, because most importantly, our rural communities are more affected. So this digital spaces provide a way that where youth are, actually being transformed and actually being trusted. And as a focal person of the Prime Minister Youth Program, excited about the possibilities that lie ahead, that I would see in collaboration with the Green Youth Movement and everything around the Prime Minister Youth Program. Prime Minister Youth Program and Eco Revival will be definitely exploring new avenues towards our, our common shared objectives. And specifically, I feel that since Prime Ministry program is tailored around the needs and requirements of the young participants of the community, so this is going to be create a pipeline of empowered youth who are not just responding to the climate crisis, but shaping long-term solution rooted in the equity, resilience, and sustainability. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insight. It means a lot. And now we will play some documentaries in which we will show that what initiatives under Prime Minister Youth Program have taken for the youth and for their empowerment. So, guys, please.
पाकिस्तान 24 करोड़ से ज्यादा आबादी वाला दुनिया का खुशकिस्मत तरीन मुल्क है, जिसकी तकरीबन 70% आबादी नौजवानों पर मुश्तमिल है, जो मुआशी और इक़्तिसादी तरक्की के लिए निहायत अहम है। 2013 का साल पाकिस्तानी नौजवानों के लिए तारीखी अहमियत का हामिल है, जब उस वक्त के वज़ीर आज़म मियां मोहम्मद नवाज शरीफ ने नौजवानों को मुआशी बाइख्तियार बनाने के लिए प्राइम मिनिस्टर यूथ प्रोग्राम का आगाज किया। इन्हीं खतूत पर चलते हुए वज़ीर आज़म मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ ने मुतब्बिराना क़यादत और जदीद इक़दाम के जरिए 15 लाख नौजवानों को बाइख्तियार बनाने के लिए अहम इक़दाम उठाए, जिससे पाकिस्तान की अगली नस्ल के रोशन मुस्तक़बिल की राह हमवार हो रही है। 2008 से 2018 में अपनी वजारत आला के दौर में वजीर आजम मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ ने लैपटॉप स्कीम का आगाज किया, जिससे 10 लाख से ज्यादा तलबा मुस्तफीद हुए। یہ پروگرام بالخصوص کووڈ-19 کی وبا کے دوران فری لانسنگ، آن لائن کاروبار اور تعلیم کے لیے نہایت مفید ثابت ہوا۔ وزیر اعظم محمد شہباز شریف نے نیشنل اور انٹرنیشنل یوتھ اینڈ سپورٹس فیسٹیولز منعقد کرائے، جس سے کئی نوجوان کھلاڑیوں کی صلاحیتوں کو پروان چڑھانے کا موقع ملا، جن میں نمایاں نام ارشد ندیم کا ہے، جنہوں نے اولمپکس میں 32 سال بعد گولڈ میڈل جیت کر پوری دنیا میں پاکستان کا نام بلند کیا۔ یتیم اور مستحق بچوں کو بہتر تعلیم کی فراہمی کے لیے وزیر اعظم نے دانش اسکولز کا قیام عمل میں لایا۔ حال ہی میں دانش اسکول کے طالب علم نے میٹرک امتحانات میں پہلی پوزیشن حاصل کی۔ پنجاب ایجوکیشن انڈاؤمنٹ فنڈ ایک اور قابل فخر اقدام تھا، جس سے 1 لاکھ سے زائد طلبہ مستفید ہوئے۔ اس پروگرام کی کامیابی اور اہمیت کے پیش نظر اس کا دائرہ کار پاکستان ایجوکیشن انڈاؤمنٹ فنڈ پروگرام کے تحت ملک بھر میں پھیلایا جا رہا ہے۔ اس کا مقصد ملک بھر میں ہونہار اور مستحق طلبہ کی مالی امداد کرنا ہے۔ ان تمام منصوبوں میں میرٹ کو یقینی بنایا گیا، اس کی وجہ سے تمام منصوبوں کو عالمی سطح پر پذیرائی حاصل ہوئی۔ وزیر اعظم محمد شہباز شریف نے بحیثیت وزیر اعلیٰ پنجاب پاکستان کی پہلی یوتھ پالیسی متعارف کرائی، جو نوجوانوں کی ترقی کے لیے سنگ میل ثابت ہوئی۔ وزیر اعظم محمد شہباز شریف کی ویژنری قیادت میں چیئرمین پرائم منسٹر یوتھ پروگرام رانا مشہود احمد خان اس پروگرام کو مزید وسعت دینے کے لیے شبانہ روز کوششوں میں مصروف ہیں۔ یہ پروگرام 4 بنیادی شعبوں تعلیم، روزگار، انگیجمنٹ اور ماحولیات پر مبنی ہے۔ پرائم منسٹر یوتھ بزنس اینڈ ایگریکلچر لون اسکیم جیسے اہم اقدامات سے 2,79,000 نوجوانوں میں 186 ارب کے قرضے تقسیم کیے گئے، جس سے کاروباری صلاحیتوں میں اضافہ اور روزگار کے نئے مواقع پیدا ہوئے۔ نوجوانوں کو بااختیار بنانے اور اقتصادی ترقی کو مزید فروغ دینے کے لیے اگلے سال کے لیے ہمارا ہدف 3 لاکھ نوجوانوں کو 100 ارب کے قرضے فراہم کرنا ہے۔ نیشنل انوویشن ایوارڈ پروگرام کے ذریعے نوجوانوں کے لیے جدید ذرائع کی فراہمی، انٹرپرینیورشپ اور ذاتی کاروبار کے بے شمار مواقع فراہم کیے گئے۔ پاکستان فری لانسنگ کے حوالے سے دنیا کا 4تھا سب سے بڑا ملک ہے۔ اس ضمن میں آئی ٹی کے فروغ اور جدت کے لیے اسٹارٹ اپ کی حوصلہ افزائی کی گئی۔ آئی ٹی برآمدات $2.5 ارب سے جلد $25 ارب تک بڑھائی جائیں گی۔ اسکلز ڈیولپمنٹ پروگرام کے ذریعے 4,50,000 نوجوانوں کو فنی تربیت فراہم کی گئی، تاکہ ان کی قابلیت میں اضافہ اور ملازمت کے حصول کو یقینی بنایا جا سکے۔ سال 2024-25 میں مارکیٹ ڈیمانڈ کے مطابق مزید 2,60,000 طلبہ کو فنی تربیت فراہم کی جائے گی۔ پرائم منسٹر لیپ ٹاپ اسکیم کے تحت طلبہ میں 5,95,000 سے زائد لیپ ٹاپس تقسیم کیے گئے ہیں، جبکہ اس سال ڈیجیٹل خواندگی اور ذاتی کاروبار کے فروغ کے لیے 1 لاکھ لیپ ٹاپ تقسیم کیے جائیں گے۔ وزیر اعظم شہباز شریف کی سرپرستی میں پاکستان کی نیشنل یوتھ کونسل نوجوانوں کی نمائندگی کر رہی ہے اور انہیں قیادت کی مہارتوں سے آراستہ کر رہی ہے۔ 12 اگست 2024 انٹرنیشنل یوتھ ڈے پر وزیر اعظم محمد شہباز شریف کی جانب سے نوجوانوں کے لیے مختلف اقدامات اٹھائے گئے۔ اس ضمن میں وزیر اعظم نے اسمارٹ یوتھ اسمارٹ پاکستان پروگرام کا اجرا کیا، جس کے تحت انٹرمیڈیٹ امتحانات میں پہلی ڈویژن حاصل کر کے یونیورسٹی میں داخلہ لینے والے طلبہ میں 10 لاکھ اسمارٹ فونز اور ٹیبلٹس تقسیم کیے جائیں گے۔ موسمیاتی تبدیلیوں اور چیلنجز سے نمٹنے کے لیے وزیر اعظم یوتھ پروگرام کے تحت نیشنل والنٹیئر کور کا اجرا کیا گیا، جس میں وزیر اعظم محمد شہباز شریف نے خود کو پہلے والنٹیئر کے طور پر رجسٹرڈ کرایا۔ اس پروگرام کے تحت 2 لاکھ رضاکاروں پر مشتمل کمیونٹی بنائی جائے گی، جو شہری ذمہ داری کے فروغ، سماجی شراکت داری کو بڑھانے اور افراد کو بااختیار بنانے کے ساتھ ساتھ معاشرے میں مثبت تبدیلی کے لیے کام کریں گے۔ پاکستانی نوجوانوں کو گلوبل سٹیزن شپ اور کلائمیٹ ایکشن کی تربیت فراہم کرنے کے لیے وزیر اعظم یوتھ پروگرام اور برٹش کونسل کی شراکت داری سے ڈیجیٹل لرننگ پورٹل کا اجرا کیا گیا۔ یہ پروگرام محروم طبقات اور کم فعال نوجوانوں کو بھی ڈیجیٹل، ٹیلی کام اور بین الاقوامی شراکت داروں کے ساتھ کام کرنے کے مواقع فراہم کرے گا۔ ڈیجیٹل دور میں نوجوانوں کو آرٹیفیشل انٹیلیجنس کی مہارتوں سے آراستہ کرنے کے لیے کامن ویلتھ سیکریٹریٹ اور انٹل کارپوریشن کی جانب سے انٹروڈکشن ٹو اے آئی فار یوتھ ماڈیول متعارف کرایا گیا۔ اس کورس کے تحت مذکورہ تنظیموں کی جانب سے نوجوانوں کو پاکستان میں اے آئی کی بنیادی سے اعلیٰ سطحی تربیت اور سرٹیفکیشن فراہم کی جائے گی۔ ग्रीन यूथ मूवमेंट का मकसद पाकिस्तान में मौसमियाती तब्दीलियों के चैलेंजेस से निपटना है। पाकिस्तान अगरचे दुनिया का सिर्फ 0.9% कार्बन इखराज करता है, इसके बावजूद पाकिस्तान को शदीद मौसमियाती नुकसानात का सामना है। 2022 के सैलाब के नतीजे में पाकिस्तान में 1,739 अमवात और 30 अरब डॉलर के नुकसान हुए। इस प्रोग्राम का मकसद मौसमियाती असरात को कम करने और पायदार तरक्की के लिए नौजवानों को बाइख्तियार बनाना है। वजीर आजम टैलेंट हंट यूथ स्पोर्ट्स लीग के तहत 12 मुख्तलिफ खेलों में 1,01,000 से ज्यादा मर्द व खवातीन एथलीट्स हिस्सा ले चुकी हैं, जिन्होंने मुख्तलिफ खेलों में उम्दा कारकर्दगी की बिना पर 26 वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बनाकर गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड में नाम दर्ज कराया। इसके साथ साथ बहुत से खिलाड़ी फुटबॉल, वॉलीबॉल और हॉकी समेत कौमी टीमों में पाकिस्तान की नुमाइंदगी कर रहे हैं। प्रोग्राम के दायरा कार में मजीद 4 खेलों का इजाफा किया जा रहा है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर यूथ प्रोग्राम के तहत पाकिस्तान में पहली ई स्पोर्ट्स पॉलिसी और ई स्पोर्ट्स फेडरेशन का आगाज किया जा रहा है, जिसका मकसद नौजवानों के लिए रोजगार के मौके पैदा करना, जदीद और तकनीकी सहूलियात फराहम करना है। दुनिया के मुमताज टेकन खिलाड़ी और 5 बार एवो चैंपियन अरसलान ऐश भी इस कोशिश में हमारे साथ शामिल हैं। डिजिटल यूथ हब प्राइम मिनिस्टर यूथ प्रोग्राम का एक अहम संग मील है, जो नौजवानों की तरक्की के लिए कैरियर काउंसलिंग, इंटर्नशिप, वज़ाइफ, सलाहियत साजी और मुलाजमत के मौके और दीगर वसाइल की फराहमी के लिए वन विंडो की हैसियत से काम करता है। पाकिस्तान को कॉमनवेल्थ यूथ मिनिस्ट्रियल टास्क फोर्स की सरबराही का एजाज हासिल है, जिसकी क़यादत चेयरमैन प्राइम मिनिस्टर यूथ प्रोग्राम राना मशहूद अहमद खान कर रहे हैं। वजीर आजम मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ ने आलमी यौम नौजवानान पर इस्लामाबाद में कॉमनवेल्थ एशिया यूथ अलायंस का इजरा किया, जिसके क़याम से हम एक ताकतवर नेटवर्क बना रहे हैं, जो इलाकाई नौजवानों के बेहतर मुस्तकबिल के लिए कलीदी किरदार अदा करेगा। पाकिस्तान के साथ ताउन के लिए हम कॉमनवेल्थ की सेक्रेटरी जनरल मोहतरमा पेट्रिशिया स्कॉटलैंड किंग काउंसिल का शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं। वजीर आजम यूथ प्रोग्राम के तहत कोरिया के सफारत खाने और पाकिस्तान की वजारत इत्तलात व नशरियात के ताउन से कोरिया पाकिस्तान कल्चरल गाला का इनाकाद किया। इसका मकसद दोनों ममालिक के दरमियान दोस्ती, ताउन और सकाफती तबादले को फरोग देना था। माहौलियाती तहफ़्फ़ुज़ को फरोग देने और नौजवानों को सेहतमंद सरगर्मियों की तरफ राग़िब करने के लिए वज़ीर आज़म यूथ प्रोग्राम ने इस्लामाबाद में साइकिल फॉर लाइफ इवेंट का एहतमाम किया। पाकिस्तान की मेहमान नवाजी, खूबसूरत मनाजिर और सकाफती विरसे को दुनिया भर में उजागर करने के लिए अगस्त 2024 में लाहौर पेरिस रैली का इनाकाद किया गया। पाकिस्तान में खेलों के फरोग के लिए वजीर आजम यूथ प्रोग्राम के तहत वजीर आजम यूनिवर्सिटी ओलंपियाड का इनाकाद किया गया, जिसमें पाकिस्तान की मुख्तलिफ जामियात से ताल्लुक रखने वाले 3,000 बासलाहियत नौजवान खिलाड़ियों ने शिरकत की। नौजवानों की सलाहियतों को निखारने और रोशन मुस्तकबिल के लिए चेयरमैन प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स यूथ प्रोग्राम राना मशहूद अहमद खान की कोशिशों के एतराफ में कॉमनवेल्थ की जानिब से मोहतरमा पेट्रिशिया स्कॉटलैंड किंग काउंसिल ने उन्हें कॉमनवेल्थ यूथ चैंपियन अवार्ड से नवाजा। प्राइम मिनिस्टर यूथ प्रोग्राम कॉमनवेल्थ कम्युनिटी के साथ मिलकर साल 2023-24 को नौजवानों के साल के तौर पर मना रहा है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर यूथ प्रोग्राम ने जनरेशन अनलिमिटेड यूनिसेफ के साथ तारीखी शराकत दारी भी कायम की है, जिससे नौजवानों को मुआशी तौर पर बाइख्तियार बनाने के लिए तालीम, हुनर, मुलाजमत और कारोबार के शोबों में मदद मिलेगी। वजीर आजम शहबाज शरीफ नौजवानों को पाकिस्तान की तरक्की के लिए सबसे बड़ा असासा और मुहर्रक कुव्वत समझते हैं, जिसके लिए वो पाकिस्तान के हर तबके को दावत देते हैं कि आइए अपने नौजवानों को बाइख्तियार बनाएं, ताकि एक ऐसा मुस्तकबिल तामीर करें जहां हर आवाज सुनी जाए, हर ख्वाब पूरा हो, ताकि एक पुरअमन और खुशहाल मुआशरा तश्कील पा सके। क्योंकि वजीर आजम का यकीन है कि नौजवान बाइख्तियार तो पाकिस्तान बाइख्तियार। पाकिस्तान में लाखों नौजवानों को रोजगार, तालीम तक रसाई और नए मौके तक रसाई में मुश्किलात का सामना है। वजीर आजम डिजिटल यूथ हब इन मसाइल के हल पेश करता है। वजीर आजम के यूथ प्रोग्राम यूनिसेफ और जनरेशन अनलिमिटेड की मुआवनत से लाया है पाकिस्तान का पहला कौमी प्लेटफॉर्म। बेशुमार मौके तक रसाई फराहम करता है। आगाज बहुत आसान है। अपने CNIC के साथ साइन अप करें, अपना प्रोफाइल बनाएं और अपनी तालीम, काम का तजुर्बा और असनाद का इंतजाज करें। प्रोफाइल मुकम्मल होने पर आपको आपकी महारतों और दिलचस्पियों के मुताबिक जाती नोयत की सिफारिशात मौसूल होना शुरू हो जाएंगी। वजीर आजम डिजिटल यूथ हब मोबाइल ऐप के साथ मुंसलिक रहे, किसी भी जगह, किसी भी वक्त। ये ऐप बहुत आसान और इस्तेमाल में सादा है, जो चलते फिरते आपको नौकरियों, स्कॉलरशिप्स और प्रोग्रामों का जायजा लेने की सहूलत देती है, जिसकी बदौलत मौके से जुड़े रहना अब मसला नहीं रहा। वजीर आजम डिजिटल यूथ हब 4 अहम शोबों में तकसीम है। तालीम, इन महारतों को बढ़ाने और तालीमी आदाब हासिल करने के लिए स्कॉलरशिप्स, ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज और तरबियती प्रोग्राम तलाश करें। रोजगार, पाकिस्तान और बैरून मुल्क नौकरियों की तलाश करें और दरख्वास्त दें। सनत, मकाम और महारत की सतह के लिहाज से इंतखाब करें और अपनी दरख्वास्तों को रियल टाइम में ट्रैक करें। मशगूलियत, कम्युनिटी के अहम मंसूबों में रजाकाराना तौर पर हिस्सा लें या वजीर आजम के स्पोर्ट्स टैलेंट हंट प्रोग्राम में शामिल हो, जो स्पोर्ट्स समेत मुख्तलिफ दिलचस्पी सरगर्मियां पेश करता है। माहौलियात, ग्रीन यूथ मूवमेंट जैसे तहफ़्फ़ुज़ माहौलियात के इक़दाम में हिस्सा लें और साफ व सब्ज पाकिस्तान के लिए कोशिशों का हिस्सा बने। मुख्तलिफ इदारों के लिए वजीर आजम डिजिटल यूथ हब पाकिस्तान में नौजवानों तक रसाई हासिल करने और दस्तयाब मौके से आगाह करने का सबसे बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है, जहां दरख्वास्तों को ट्रैक करना और आसानी से पोस्ट को ताहम मरबूत करना मुमकिन है। पॉलिसी साजों के लिए ये प्लेटफॉर्म एक मरकजी डेटा हाउस के तौर पर काम करता है, जो नौजवानों के लिए बनाई गई पॉलिसियों और इकदाम की मुआवनत के लिए दरकार आगाही फराहम करता है। CNIC की तस्दीक, एनक्रिप्टेड स्टोरेज और सख्त प्राइवेसी पॉलिसी ये यकीनी बनाती है कि आपका डेटा हमेशा महफूज रहे। पाकिस्तान भर के नौजवान AI से चलने वाली सिफारिशात, जाती नोयत के डैशबोर्ड और वसाइल तक रसाई से फायदा उठाते हैं, जो तालीम, रोजगार और दीगर शोबों में उनकी सलाहियतों और हकीकी मौके के दरमियान खला को खत्म करता है। आज ही आगाज करें, प्लेटफॉर्म पर जाएं या मोबाइल ऐप डाउनलोड करें और अपनी महारतों और अहदाफ के मुताबिक मौके का जायजा लें। आए हम सब मिलकर एक रोशन मुस्तकबिल का आगाज करें।
Uh, I guess now, Albertina, you can continue or with the question answer sessions, or maybe if you have something left behind.
Yeah, sure. So like I just wanted to let you know that I have to go. I can take like one, maybe more question, and I have to go to the next meeting. So maybe I can address other questions after, and I'll send the presentation to the organizer who I contact with, to the participants to share. So yeah, so last question that I've like read of some of them. So there was a question. One second, I just want to find it. So yeah, here like about courses that I can recommend you. So to be honest, it really depends on what you want to learn, and what like in what area you want to improve your skills. So if you search something for more technical or like subject oriented, then you can find some free courses like Coursera or like any free courses that like are available online. If you want something like that can improve your soft skills, the same, like you can find something on YouTube and use those skills in practice. And also one more question I wanted to answer regarding the financial part. So basically, usually if you are offered the place, you are like you receive not the grant, but like they cover your expenses, so you don't need to have any money to participate, for example. That's why you just have to be careful with the deadline. You need to apply as earlier as you can, so that you can prepare yourself and also like apply with a good application. Yeah, and we talk about courses, so like most of them are free and available everywhere, so you don't need to have any money. And also some programs, they provide you with grants and you can organize some initiatives and do not spend your money, but spend those grants money. But again, like it depends on the program. So just search for those who can give you this financial support. And then yeah, even if you don't have like this, even you don't have enough money to provide for yourself in such forms, that's fine that they understand it, so they provide enough support. So do not worry on this matter. All right, so I think that I cannot stay here longer because of the next meeting. So yeah, I just wanted to say that I was happy to present today again, and that's great. That's here you have such a great community. So we'll be very happy to connect in the future. And yeah, thank you organizers for such an event and initiative.
Yeah, thanks a lot for joining us, and we're really grateful to you. And if you said you have a meeting, so I can answer like some questions if I would be able to on your behalf, if you allow me to.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
It would be great. Yeah.
अगर किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है जो मैं आंसर कर सका हूँ तो काइंडली बताएं, मैं ज़रूर आंसर करूँगा। और जो सही वाला अटेंडेंस फॉर्म है वो एक आधे मिनट में आपको दोबारा शेयर कर देंगे। एंड आई अपोलोजाइज फॉर द प्रीवियस मिस। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। इधर सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन है रिस्पॉन्स अटेंडेंस फॉर्म या सो किरामत अली खान का क्वेश्चन है, आई एम अ फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट इन डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एंड आई प्लान टू एस्टेब्लिश एन एनजीओ फोकसिंग ऑन क्लाइमेट change impacts in my region. Based on your experiences, what key steps or advice would you suggest for starting and running such an organization effectively? First of all, आपका जो डोमेन है यानी कि डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट, उसके रिलेटेड आपको रेलिवेंट रिसोर्स जो हैं यानी कि पाकिस्तान में जो रेलिवेंट रिसोर्सेज हैं वो सूबों की डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट अथॉरिटीज़ और एनडीएमए नेशनल डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट अथॉरिटी, इस तरह को जो अदारे हैं उनको लूप में लेना पड़ेगा। लूप में लेने का मकसद ये नहीं कि उनके साथ पहले दिन ही हम कोई कोलैबोरेटिव काम करें। लूप में लेने का मतलब ये है कि उनसे एंडोर्समेंट हासिल करें, उनके साथ उनकी एक्टिविटीज़ में पार्टिसिपेट करें, वॉलंटियर करें, ताकि आपको एक आइडिया हो। और दूसरा उसके बाद एक टीम बहुत ज़रूरी होती है हर चीज़ के अंदर, क्योंकि इंसान को लगता ये है कि मैं सारा कुछ अकेला कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन अकेला मतलब करने वाली सिचुएशन नहीं होती। मल्टीटास्किंग उस तरह से भी नहीं लगता जैसे वो एक्चुअली होता है। और थर्ड, उसकी क्रेडिबिलिटी बिल्ड करने के लिए ताकि लोग आपको सपोर्ट करें, एक तो सोशल एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी बढ़ाएं यानी अवेयरनेस लोगों को दें। जैसे हम लोग करते हैं वेबिनार्स वगैरह, हमारा तो ज़्यादा वर्चुअल काम, लेकिन ऑन ग्राउंड जाकर और अदरवाइज उसके साथ साथ उसको जो अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन वगैरह की तरफ सोचें, जैसे प्राइम मिनिस्टर यूथ प्रोग्राम वगैरह के तहत या ओवरऑल किसी भी तरह से, ताकि लोगों के नज़र में एक चीज़ की क्रेडिबिलिटी हो कि हाँ ये चीज़ जो है ये एक एक प्रॉपर प्लेटफॉर्म है, ये ऐसे रैंडमली कोई नहीं हमें अप्रोच कर रहा। आई होप सो मैंने आपके सवाल का सही जवाब दिया होगा। दूसरा इसके बाद है as I have graduated from high school, what steps can I take to start making a positive impact on climate change as a young person? हाई स्कूल से जो मतलब रिसेंटली जो हाई स्कूल जिन्होंने पास आउट किया है उनके लिए सबसे जो मतलब इजी तरीका कार है इसमें, वो यही होता है कि वो अपना उसमें वॉलंटियर करें या ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस वगैरह के साथ जो उनके एरियाज में काम कर रही हैं, ताकि दे कैन मेक अ पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट ऑफ कोर्स इंडिविजुअली। और उसके बाद फिर जो है उधर उन्हें लाइक माइंडेड पीपल मिलते हैं जिनके साथ वो मिलके तो मतलब उसको थोड़ा सा स्केल अप कर सकते हैं अपने मतलब एरिया वगैरह की लेवल तक। और इस तरह से आई थिंक एक हैंड रेज्ड है, आपका कोई क्वेश्चन है तो बताइएगा। अच्छा, तो आई गेस क्वेश्चन नहीं लगता किसी का। चलें फिर हम नए वाला जो लिंक है उसका अटेंडेंस का वो भी एक आधे मिनट के अंदर। सो एक और क्वेश्चन है। Could you please share the LinkedIn link of Miss Albertina to or any other social link to connect with her? जी, मिस्टर शुएब जुमान, अगर आप हमारे LinkedIn पे जाएं जहाँ पे इनकी पोस्ट लगी थी कि इनके साथ वेबिनार है, उसके ऊपर इन्हें टैग किया हुआ है साथ, मतलब जहाँ पे उनका नाम लिखा है वहाँ पे वो टैग्ड है, तो वहाँ से आप ढूंढ सकते हैं, वरना अदरवाइज ग्रुप में भी शेयर कर देंगे। Can you share any project proposal related to sustainability here for Eco-Revival Pakistan, or could you give me suggestions where should we have to submit project proposal? प्रोजेक्ट प्रपोजल तो मैं पूरा का पूरा उठा के नहीं दे सकता क्योंकि ज़ाहिर है वो इदारों के साथ मिलके बनाया होता है। हाँ, अलबत्ता उसका सुजेशन यही है कि अगर मतलब जो प्रॉपर वे आउट है, यानी कि अगर फॉर इंस्टेंस आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर यूथ प्रोग्राम के तहत रजिस्टर्ड हैं कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वगैरह, तो उनके थ्रू अप्रोच किया जाए मुतलका अदारों को। अदरवाइज अगर यूनिवर्सिटी वगैरह में है तो उसमें तकरीबन हर यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के अंदर ग्रीन यूथ मूवमेंट का चैप्टर है, उनके थ्रू भी। आई नो थोड़ा सा उस तरह से एक्टिव नहीं रहा जिस तरह पहले था, काफ़ी कम रह गए हैं, लेकिन फिर भी स्टिल तो मतलब एक प्रॉपर चैनल जो है ना उसके थ्रू, वरना अदरवाइज काफ़ी सारे जो एनजीओज वगैरह हैं वो लोकल ग्रांट्स वगैरह देती हैं, लेकिन उनकी स्पेसिफिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स होती हैं। कुछ इंडिविजुअल्स को देती हैं, कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को देती हैं, कुछ कम्युनिटीज़ को देती हैं, तो ये डिपेंड करता है। आगा खान फाउंडेशन वैसे देती है जो कम्युनिटीज़ को। उसके बाद आई एम ग्रेजुएट इन स्पोर्ट्स साइंसेज एंड फिजिकल एजुकेशन। आई प्लान टू एस्टेब्लिश एन एनजीओ फोकसिंग ऑन क्लाइमेट चेंज इम्पैक्ट थ्रू आउट स्पोर्ट्स इन माई रीजन। Throughout sports in my region. Based on your experience, what key steps or advice would you suggest for starting and running such an organization effectively? देखें, सेम बात आ जाती है कि एक टीम और एक क्रेडिबिलिटी, ये सबसे अहम चीज़ें, उसके बाद फिर सोशल एक्सेप्टेंस आती है। तो टीम बिल्ड करना, फिर उसके बाद अपनी क्रेडिबिलिटी, यानी कि कहीं रजिस्टर होना या किसी ऐसे अदारे के साथ एफिलिएशन अपनी बना लेना, एमओयू साइन कर लेना जो आपको क्रेडिबल दिखाए, लोग माने कि हाँ इस अदारे की बात सुननी है क्योंकि ये वजन रखते हैं इसकी बात। और दूसरी चीज़ जो सोशल एक्सेप्टेंस है, यानी कि लोगों को इस बात का बताना कि ये मतलब हम जो काम कर रहे हैं वो आपके फ़ायदे के लिए, आपके बच्चों के आने वाली नस्लों के फ़ायदे के लिए, ताकि वो उस चीज़ को जब एक्सेप्ट करेंगे फिर ही आपका जो कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट है उसको कर सकते हैं। सर, कैन यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स ज्वाइन इको-रिवाइवल पाकिस्तान? जी, हमने इसके मतलब एक पोस्ट लगानी थी, अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम फेलोशिप की वजह से नहीं लगा सके, बट इंशाल्लाह लगाएंगे। दिस वाज द सेकंड वेबिनार आई जॉइंड टाइप ऑफ वेबिनार्स। ओके, थैंक यू। हाउ कैन वी बिकम मेंबर्स? हम श्योरली एक पोस्ट लगाएंगे इसके मामले में, कैसे मेंबर बन सकते हैं। नाउ दिस टाइम आर यू इन पाकिस्तान और वर्किंग आउट ऑफ कंट्री? मैं जॉब कर रहा हूँ, नॉट इन पाकिस्तान, आई एम इन यूएस। I registered for Equal Vital Pakistan but couldn't attend the first orientation. Okay, how to join? Uh, yeah, can you specify the organizations that are accepting project? जी वो मूसा वाला मुझे भी नहीं समझ आया कि उन्होंने मूसा क्यों लिखा बोला है। एनीवेज तो जो प्रपोजल्स एक्सेप्ट करी, आगा खान फाउंडेशन इसमें करती है, इसमें मुस्लिम हैंड करती है, इसमें पाक मिशन सोसाइटी है, ये करती हैं। ये वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो प्रोजेक्ट्स की प्रपोजल एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, कम्युनिटी से या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से। इंडिविजुअल्स का मैं कुछ नहीं कह सकता। WWF ने भी 3 साल पहले शुरू किया था 2022 के अंदर, फ्लड्स के बाद से। आई डोंट नो कि अभी तक वो कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं या नहीं। उसके बाद भी सर मूसा नहीं, मेरा नाम जैन है। उसके बाद एक और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन थी, मेरे जहन से निकल गई, पंजाब के अंदर। अ, अभी मेरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नाम जेन से निकल गया। अखुवत फाउंडेशन ने क्लाइमेट अफेक्टेड कम्युनिटीज़ के लिए भी एक बार ग्रांट शुरू की थी, बट आई एम नॉट श्योर कि वो चल रही है कि नहीं। हाँ, और अटेंडेंस फॉर्म शेयर कर दिया गया है आपके साथ, वो काइंडली चेक कर लें, लेकिन मैं दोबारा भी एक बार शेयर कर देता हूँ। अटेंडेंस फॉर्म फिल कर लें ताकि अटेंडेंस का मसला ना बने। क्लाइमेट बेस्ड एजेंट, AI बेस्ड एजेंट, اس میں ایک انٹرنیٹ آف تھنگس ہے. ڈینیل لیکس ہمارے ساتھ کافی سارے ویبینارز کر چکے ہیں. انہوں نے انٹرنیٹ آف تھنگس پہ کام کیا ہے. وہ ڈینمارک میں اس کے پائنیئر ہیں. میں سجیسٹ کروں گا ان کے ساتھ کنیکٹ ہو جائیں کیونکہ وہ زیادہ اچھے سے بتا سکتے ہیں اس معاملے میں, کیونکہ اے آئی میری فیلڈ نہیں ہے اور ایون انرجی بھی میری فیلڈ نہیں ہے. میرا تو ایکولوجیکل ریسٹوریشن پہ کام ہے, جو خیر سے ایک یوٹیوبر نے چوری بھی کر لیا ہے. اور وہ مطلب اس چیز پہ زیادہ اچھا آئیڈیا دے سکتے کیونکہ وہ ٹیکنالوجی اور انرجی کنزرویشن کے انٹرسیکشن پہ کام کرتے ہیں. ادر دین دیٹ انہوں نے اس کے اندر انٹرنیٹ آف تھنگس کے علاوہ وہ ایک پروجیکٹ پہ کام کر رہے ہیں جس کے اندر بیسیکلی وہ جو یوٹروفیکیٹڈ لیکس ہیں ان کی ایل جی کو کلیکٹ کر کے اس کو پھر اس کی ویلیو ایڈیشن کر کے اس کو کمرشل پرپز کے لیے استعمال کرنا ہے. اچھا, if a fellow is working on personal environmental project and face some challenges, not financial but in terms of technical guidance, is it possible to seek mentorship? جی بالکل, ہمیں مطلب کوئی حرج نہیں ہے اس معاملے میں مینٹورشپ یا سپورٹ دینے میں. ٹیکنیکل ایکسپرٹیز وغیرہ آپ کر سکتے ہیں رابطہ. زینب بھائی سے کنکلوڈ کر دیں پھر.
Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining today. So stay active, stay informed, stay hopeful. Allah Hafiz.